Welcome. Today we're going to do the Shibashi 1, 18 moves of Qigong, repeated 2 to 3 times each. Taking a breath, we shift the weight right, slowly peeling the left foot from the ground, finding its empty, parallel, shoulder width connection and evening between both feet. Breathe as we confirm the knees are tracking forward over the toes, and begin with the ocean surge, moving the cup. Breathing in and slowly and gently releasing that breath out. As we lift from the wrists, we push from the ground below, and we let go of that breath ever so slowly, softening into the knees and tucking the tailbone. Just imagining the ocean lapping at the shore. We feel the ever-flowing current of oxygen run throughout the body. Now we move into watering the lotus garden. Both arms lift to chest height. The fingertips meet and the breath continues in with the opening expanse of lungs and chest. Releasing out as we roll back along the same pathway. Returning to the energy source as we once again soften into the knees, tucking the tailbone. Draw the water in through the palms of the hands and feel the heavy droplets trickling from the fingertips. Releasing as we unwind back along the same pathway and return gently to the energy source. Just one more of these. Slow part of the breath in, furthering that breath as we open the expanse of lungs and chest, and releasing at the same pace as we lower without tilting the body, just resting the hands down to the side. Now as we collect the next breath, lift both arms up and over the crown of the head. Settle the right hand as left lowers to the height of the shoulder. And create the archway of a rainbow resting over the crown as we cantilever weight shift one way and lower the arm the other. Imagine your fingertips as paintbrushes to this rainbow, creating a bright, colourful energy as we float the arms over the crown. Now right hand lifts to meet left as we centre the weight. Turn both palms outward and open in a circular rotation. Soften into the knees, tuck the tailbone, connect at wrists, and dive up through the dark rainy storm clouds. Push them out to the sides and feel the sun's rays shining down on the crown of the head. This movement's called parting the clouds. And you can imagine diving up through the physical or emotional clouds, separating overhead and feeling the clarity shine through, softening and releasing the muscles in the upper body. Breathe in and slowly let go. With the next collecting breath, lift both wrists to chest height. The right hand flips and lowers to side body as weight shifts left, and the left palm turns to face the sky. Gather in and push forward as the upper body slowly turns through the center and off to the opposite diagonal corner, turning the front palm and the back. As we drive back through the evenness of weight distributing. Repose monkeys. Breathing in. And letting go. Feel the feet connecting you to the ground below. And recognize the filling and emptying as the weight distributes. Now right hand trails forward and meets with left as we centre the weight. Turn both palms downward and scoop past the upright body. Push from the ground below and draw the breath in as the palms lift. And scoop down and forward as we release out, wade in through the white waters. As we feel the breath trail through the nostrils, feel the palms as they rise. And feel the dense energy wash past the upright body as they lower, wading through the white waters. Soften the mouth and the face. Let go of any tension in the jaw and release this next breath, lowering left palm to the side of the body, gathering from the right, and lifting with balance and support into the diagonal corner. Fold that hand over, finding no beginning and finding no end to the movement or the breath. Rest on the right as we collect from the left and lift with balance and support. Feel the unwind of the dantian as we face forward with the breath opening. Gather and the gentle turn as we release with lift and balance. Supporting the ball is a movement that draws our focus in on the continual flow of breath and movement working as one. Now as we gather from the right, this time let the left hand join into the rise and take both slightly behind the body. Let the thumbs lead the way and trail down the shape of a semicircle, evening at the dantian and cantilevering the weight left as the hands lift to the right and both palms turn without beginning or end, coming back through the unwind and lifting without effort as we gaze at the moon. Breathe in. And slowly release that breath out. As we unwind, lower left palm to face the ground. Collect right palm up and under and change that hand to a pushing hand as the weight shifts right. The hand pushes toward the left. Turning to face the wind, we unwind back through the center. Keep the knees soft and the tailbone tucked and release as we push away from the shift of weight. Breathing in. Gently. Slowly releasing out. Now as the left hand pushes across the body, prepare to let it drop. Fold the palm up to face you and collect the unwind of dantian as we come back through the center with wave hands like clouds. Fold and unwind. Just like the clouds washing across the sky, constantly changing in shape and placement, hardly detectable of any speed or movement. Let the breath gather in as the dantian unwinds, and let that breath go right to its full depth. Now this time all the balance collects on the right side of the body as the empty left heel connects into the diagonal corner. We salute the sky with both hands and roll off the back heel, Connect at wrists and lift up through the center. Separate overhead and ground that back heel as the front toe lifts and the lungs expand. This movement's called scooping the sea. Dive into the ocean. Feel the salty water droplets trickle overhead. As we gather the next breath with the opening body, collect the balance and step the left foot into parallel. Transfer the balance to the left. Connect the right heel into the diagonal corner and lift from the wrists connecting. Separate overhead. Feel the opening of breath as we settle back. The shift of weight. Scooping the sea. Feel how the feet roll on and off the ground below. Slowly and gently peeling from toe to heel. Gathering back through parallel transition, gather all the balance first on the left as the right foot steps in empty. The arms lift to chest height and land down at ribs as empty heel finds bow stance to the diagonal corner and we push from the core center. Breathe in, coming back up over the energy ball, lifting the front toe and pushing from the core center of the body while we keep the back heel grounded in this bow stance. Breathing in and especially letting that breath release just as slowly and effortlessly. As we gather the next breath, we take another transition through parallel. Slowly as the breath draws in, so does the left foot. We shift the balance and connect the empty heel and drive into the diagonal corner. Tiger bites ribs. Breathe in. Settle and release out. The next collection of breath takes us back through transition. Parallel footing, fingertips meet at midline, elbows lead us out to the side of the body. Empty heel positions, and this time we drive off the back heel as we glide forward, spreading our wings wide and pulling back into the center with opening lungs and chest. Taking off as we glide forward, wings expanding. The white dove spreads its wings. Breathe in, feel the opening breath. Right through to the tips of the fingers. And a gentle lift from the back heel as we glide forward. Collecting the next breath, we prepare to transition again. Left foot to parallel. Hands continue to flow. Empty heel positions us to bow stance and we glide off the back heel with releasing breath. Collect back in as we pull back to the center of the body and fill the lungs with clean, fresh, positive oxygen. Letting go of any stale or negative energy and leaving room for the fresh to replace. As we collect the next breath, we slowly step back to parallel and place cotton fists upright on the hips. Center the weight evenly and push from that even distribution as we release one cotton fist and roll at the end. Resisting lock as we roll back to upright. And push forward on the opposite side, keeping a little softening in the elbow, a little softening in the knees, continuing to keep the tailbone tucked and resist lock of all joints. Clench of the fist as cotton as we resist any white knuckles of tension and allow the blood to flow freely. Feeling the ebb and flow of the breath as it lifts and lowers the body's height with extending cotton fist. Now lowering both hands open at the sides of the body, elbows lead the way and the fingertips lift just over the crown of the head before the palms float outward and we release back to side body, softening a little further into the knees and tucking the tailbone. Wild goose in flight. Breathe in with the lift of the body's height and release out as we let go. Just one more of these. As both hands land restfully at the sides of the body, prepare to take them off to the left. Feel the breath lift the height of the body, and as we turn and gently release, fold the body onto itself, remembering to lower only to the depth that is comfortable for you today. Gather as we rise, turn and release as we circle the world. Changing directions from the lowest point as we collect up to the right. Take the turn and release down to the left, folding effortlessly. The last slow, gentle breath of this circling the world leaves us at the lowest point of the rotation to curl directly up through the spine until the eye settles on the horizon. The balance collects on the left side of the body and the left hand, right knee lift like a puppet on a string. Place that foot down in parallel. Feel its emptiness fill. The balance collect as the left foot now empties and lifts when prepared. Bouncing the ball. Take your time to transition the balance. Take your time to gather and release. Eye stays restful on the horizon, keeping the airways open and free from that for the transport of the oxygen in and out of the body. Just one more of these. Ready to place both feet firmly on the ground. Parallel to one another, we even the weight out. Gather the energy in the dantian and collect with breath in. Store all that energy back into the core center as we release that breath out. Gathering the chi. Chi meaning energy, and all that lovely energy that we've just cultivated around the body, fresh and positive, collect it in and store away for when may be required. Both hands fall restfully and we collect the left foot to the right as we close hands off to the dantian. Thank you for practicing with me.